Hey guys, sitting in my car and with my nap hat, and I was just talking to a friend of mine about a theater, and he's a playwright, and he's always looking for people to be in his plays and direct his plays, and I was telling him about my YouTube channel, of which he was not impressed because he thinks YouTube is just where, I don't know what he thinks. He doesn't see it the way I do, which is as a container for regular people to post their individual creations in video or photography form, and or vlog form. And he just couldn't relate. He likes real people, and my life was real people, and it's still real people. I have real people in my life, and I'm not only on YouTube, but I couldn't get him to understand how important my channel is to me, and that I have met real people. And I was telling him about Richard Hart, who I met online and who grew up here and came all the way up here to see me, who is part of my internet world, and how important it is. And I was telling him about the roses and how important those are to me, and about how you can have a meaningful relationship with real people online. And he just couldn't relate, and he was like, so I was sort of frustrated by that, and I thought, and then we were talking about some of the old plays that I was in, and he was remembering moments and actors that I worked with in that play that I couldn't even remember the scenes they did, and I realized how much memory I've lost, and how there's so many things I don't remember. And God, there's a whole life I've lived, 63 years, many plays, lots of events with raising 3 kids. There's a lot that you do in a life in America when you raise 3 kids in this paradigm, and any paradigm, really. And I was talking about a lot of things that he just couldn't, I just don't think he could relate, to some of it, because he's a man, he's a gay man, and whatever, but he's great. I really like him, and I have known him for a long time, and he's getting on in years. He's I think he's 80. He's 80 or 88. He looks good though, and he still rides his bike, and I appreciate getting together with him. He's one of the few people I do get together with, and I wanted to buy the copy of the play, but he wanted it back because he's improved it. So we just had a coffee, and which we're always trying to plan, and every now and then we get successful, and we get to have a coffee together, and talk about what's going on now. He wants me involved. He wants me more involved with what's going on now, and in the theater world. But I haven't been in the theater world. I could go back to the theater world, but I like my online life, and because then you can turn it off and go back to being on your own again, or you can, theater's a lot of work, and it's incredible amount of energy, and I just don't have that same kind of energy now. And, I like my time alone. I really need it too. So I like being able to share when I feel like sharing. And I also told him that my channel is kind of like my own personal diary. It's a vlog for remembering things, and he just doesn't like the screen, and he doesn't like the whole AI, and I get it, and he's not wrong. I mean, we are living in the Jetsons, but I said, look, I got friends in England, Canada, New Zealand, Michigan, California, all over the South. I mean, I've got friends all over the place. Seattle, Washington, I've got, so I value the fact that I have an international life, and he just is like, no, you should be just dealing with real people in your little town. And I'm like, so that happened. And, both are right. Everybody's right. I just wanted to talk about it because I was realizing that I don't really remember so much. And, and everyone's got their own perspective. So he remembers parts of this play that I was in. My kids were also in, and he remembers moments of it that I don't even remember. 48, and he remembers scenes that I wasn't in. Well, I might have been backstage, and the audience remembers you. So it's just, commenting on that. I mean, it's funny that I can't remember so many things. And I've changed a lot. I was talking about the wisdom codes and how, for me, having a child and nursing a baby activated those codes, and then taking care of your elders and raising your kids, getting them all through that, and then getting to a certain age, like 50, then 60, and the hot flashes. I said those are really, to me, wisdom warming, wisdom code building, warming. The heat is crystallizing, and you're building your wisdom codes with the hot flashes. So I was explaining that women often are afraid of the hot flashes, but I think the heat feels good if you can embrace it like a sauna, and feel it out, and let yourself go ahead and be hot, or just go outside. It resolves instantly with fresh air on your face, and or putting your feet on the green grass, or So I was explaining about how, I'll talk about that. Now, I'm talking to a gay man who's never had kids, and he's not going to fully relate. So it's sort of like, I said, well, that's how I activated my wisdom codes, was by having 3 children, or any child, nursing those children into health, into growth, and growing a child. I became part of the eco culture and the world of growth, and it's quite a thing. And it's just what a woman goes through. It's what I went through in this lifetime, and I've been a woman in other lifetimes, and I've given birth to children and raised children in other lifetimes, and so I knew I could do it. I feel so bald with this hat right now. And but it's hard, and it's a lot on your body, and the whole thing is a big deal. And going through it does activate your wisdom codes if you live long enough to activate your wisdom codes. So I believe in these things. I wrote down some of my sayings that I represent on my channel, like objecting to bullshit, and cleansing as we breathe, and all children are safe, happy, and healthy on this planet, and question everything, and all of my sayings. I was trying to show him. And but what he really wants is to find somebody to direct his play, and he thinks I've got some talent in directing plays, and I do have some talent in directing plays. And I used to direct a lot of plays, and maybe I'll direct again. I don't know. It's a lot of work, and I love my time alone, and I love to be seasoning and simmering and activating my wisdom codes, and growing and developing my wisdom codes, and feeling what that means, and grounding into Earth and her magnetic pull, and her healing codes, and her rejuvenation codes. And that's all part of living on Earth, is to figure out how to use your biocomputer on Earth the best way possible, and activate those healing codes and those rejuvenation codes. And understanding what it means to have wisdom codes, and what you have to go. You have to grow like a flower, from a seed into a flower, and then die, and then redo it again. And being a human being on this planet, and giving birth to a child, and nursing that child into health and to life, and growing that child, it's a big deal. And it means a lot, and you go through a lot, and you grow through that experience into all these amazing, interesting ways that you never thought imaginable, because until you go through it, you don't really know. And so you keep rising to that. You rise to that occasion. Anyway, that's why I call myself Rose, because I rose above all of that, and I'm still here. Love you. Big kiss. Thanks for watching, guys. Sub me up. Like.